Christmas, Christmas Eve, and then all the other stuff that follows Christmas, which is New Year, New Year's Eve before that, and all of this. We've been there every year. We have these occasions, and on this occasion I decided to drive down from north of England to the south, London to be precise, to see my mother and two of my sisters, just to see them. And also I've not been around down here for the last 3-4 months, so I thought I'll come down with my son and have a sort of family time and just see everyone and chill out and get away from my life up in north of England. To be honest with you, I've sort of I'm not a Christmassy. I don't celebrate Christmas. I like the idea of Christmas. I like the festive season, you know, in the sense of the lights and the message that's supposed to be, you know, behind it. And but for some reason I'm not enjoying any of these, especially here in London. Driving down to London is a mission in itself. And then as soon as you get to the M25 or the North Circular, then boy, the traffic and the madness and the stupidity of drivers on the road, it just feels like this place is not for me. And yeah, it's very difficult to get used to the driving in London, the busyness, everyone's in a rush, there's no courtesy on the road, and it just feels like a big place but lonely. And yeah, so I've seen my mum and seen my sisters, and just I've contacted 2 friends to catch up with them, but it looks like they are busy and we'll be meeting up shortly. But it just seems that when you're far away from friends and you don't spend time with them, in some cases you could sort of not have that same connection. But in my case, I am sort of determined to make sure I still have that contact. I get to see them, as we are all social creatures, and as you get older it's hard to make good friends. And I'm determined to hold on to my relationship with my friends, you know, as reasonably as possible. And just every year when it comes to Christmas, I don't feel anything. You know, it's supposed to be a happy moment, and it's supposed to be, you know, all jolly and everyone's got a smile, and I don't feel like that for some reason. Obviously we all have our own issues, whether it's finances, separation, you know, some people don't even have a family, and it's not easy. And obviously I'm sure I'm not the only one with this feeling where, you know, I don't feel that happy, jolly sort of vibe or energy, for good reasons. Obviously I have my own issues, you know, I've just gone through a separation, trying to manage my finances, trying to get on my feet, trying to find a job that sort of pays half decent, trying to build on my skills. And then I've come down to see my parents, you know, to see my mum and sister and my younger brother. Obviously it's nice to see them and stuff, but they also have problems as well, and it's just never ending. And it is what it is. And London, it's I grew up in this city, you know, at the age of 6, and I just feel like, how did I manage to live here most of my adult life? It's only been 5-6 years I've lived in north of England, where it's much quieter. The cities are nowhere as big, nowhere as busy. The traffic is, you know, it's nothing comparing to London down here. And it's just like you get lost in the whole negativity that you get from London. And yeah, I've sort of just wanted to make this video to just, you know, if you're listening, you're not, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's feeling this sort of emotions during the festive seasons. And yeah, we're not alone. and I'm sure majority of people go through this, and cost of living is going through the roof. Yeah, it's a bag of emotions, to be honest. Once I see my mother and family here, I can't wait to get out of the city and head back north, because I feel like there's a sense of community still there. It's not as busy traffic wise. There's still, you know, there's still a sense of humanity, courtesy, and it's just yeah, maybe I'm just used to a small city, not a big city like London anymore. Although I have a lot of memories here in London, growing up in North London, Tottenham, Haringey, but things are expensive now, and I look around and thinking the cars people are driving, these houses, you know, I'm on the same road that I used to live and grow up. It was a council house, so my mum wasn't able to buy it or anything like that because it was ridiculously expensive even back then. And I'm looking at the same houses, you're looking at million and upwards. Probably the cheapest house, 2-bed terraced house, you're looking at £800,000. So everything's overpriced in terms of the housing, food, cost of everything. I've parked my car here, and it gave me a warning. As I parked, I've got a petrol car, small engine. It's a Toyota. I've parked the car here, and it's I put the hours in, and then it gave me a little warning saying that from 1st of April that there'll be a certain amount of percentage. It's called a surcharge for diesel cars. So imagine if you have a diesel car, even if it's a Euro 6 engine, you know, one of them new ones that meet the emissions for London, so you're still gonna get charged a bit more, penalized, because you drive a diesel. I mean, what else do they want? I mean, you can barely park anywhere without getting a ticket. I'm just fingers crossed that I won't be getting any tickets, because I was a bit more vigilant as to where I go. I was in Stoke Newington, which is also in North London, and there some of the roads you're not even allowed to enter at certain times, or you have to be a permit holder or a resident in that street or that area. Jesus, give people a break. You know, you're fighting on the road to drive, to park. You decide to walk or take the transportation, the buses are full of people. It's not always there, like, easy or comfortable to get in, because it's rammed, it's busy, it's a lot of people. And also the costs of the tickets, I don't know what they are, £2.80 a ride. So, you know, there's no incentives. Okay, if you reduce the fares so people can use transportation, increase the amount of times the buses and stuff, I don't know how people manage here, to be honest with you. Stoke Newington, going back 10-15 years, actually 15 years and upwards, it was rough and ready, and now it's all different world. It's all professionals and middle class that have moved in, and all the working class are sort of, that can't afford the properties, are moving towards the outskirts. Anyways, that's another topic for another time. But having this feeling of, I don't know, not negativity, just not being happy for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's, for me, it's a combination. Maybe I'm just not happy at the stage in life of where I am, the separation that I've gone through, you know, 10 years with a woman, and then all of a sudden getting kicked out and trying to find my own path and my own apartment, and lost my job, now trying to get a job. You know, savings went down, and then obviously the effects that it may have on my kids, and some stuff are out of my hands, I guess. But these emotions are probably in the subconscious of my mind, and it's affecting me. So it is what it is. One thing I realize is, in this world, we are alone. We're all alone. You could be married, kids, friends, sisters, brothers, but at the end of the day, you're alone. You came alone and you'll go alone. And the sooner you love yourself and you realize this and look after yourself, the better. whatever the seasons, Christmas, New Year, Ramadan, Easter, you name it. And these are my challenges. And if you are also feeling the effects, leave me a comment, and I'm sure you guys will be all right and you will find your path. And just note it that you guys are not on your own, just like me, that I'm suffering in the sense of having these emotions of loneliness, just not happy, anxiety about the future, even though we're in a period where we're supposed to be happy, jolly, celebrating and buying certain new things. That's the consumerism side of things. But yes, stay positive, stay happy if you can. Happy in the sense that we're alive, you may have your health, everything is good. And just be gratitude, being grateful for what you have, the blessings that we have in our life. I too am a learner. The name of my channel is Jod in Progress, so I am progressing. I'm trying to progress my life, from inside out, and it's a working method, working sort of road. Thank you for watching my video. Stay positive during the seasons, seek help when you need it, and if you felt like this before or feeling like this, leave me a comment. It really helps to know that I'm not the only one, obviously. And thank you, and see you later.